What's going on, everyone? My name is Magmaren, and welcome to my Speedpaint slash commentary slash Q&A slash blah blah. I don't have an official name for what I want to call this little series yet. If you watched the last Speedpaint video I did, then you know the gist of it. I just play a Speedpaint video in the background, and I answer some questions you guys left for me. It's not necessarily a Q&A video, but just more of like a commentary thing with topics to talk about, you know? So let's just get straight into it, shall we? Our first question comes from Jack Attack Tron 1000. Is quite the name, my friend. And he asks, what inspires you to animate and write? What inspires me? I don't know. I've really, that's hard to say. I don't really know. I just want to do it, you know? It's just something in me that just is like, you need to make something creative. And I'm like, yeah, I need to make it. And so, yeah, I really don't know. I mean, I've always kind of liked drawing. I drew a lot as a kid, but I don't know. I don't know what makes me want to tell a specific story. I think it just because I want to entertain people as well. I look at a lot of like modern day TV shows and cartoons and movies and whatnot. And of course, you know, there's good stuff out there today to watch, but I don't know, a lot of the stuff that I see today, especially like kids cartoons and whatnot, are not really good, or at least not as good as the stuff I grew up with, or at least I feel it's not as good as the stuff I grew up with. And so, I don't know, I just want to make stuff that I guess I'm inspired by the stuff that I used to watch when I was a kid, and I tried to take, you know, all the stuff that those cartoons did and try to bring it today for the modern day for the new generation to enjoy, you know? So, yeah, that's pretty much it. Our next question comes from Sunny FNAF 6464, and they ask, when did you start drawing, and by any chance make a video game series in the future instead of FNAF? I think they're asking, will I make a series based on any other video game series as well? I guess I'll just talk about that question first. I kind of am, honestly. To be honest, I've been really getting into like a bunch of ideas for like bendy cartoons to do. You know, fan-made bendy cartoons, of course, you know, because I don't own bendy. I like those ones that were made during, you know, when Bendy and the Ink Machine was popular. Those little like 1 to 2 minute cartoons that were made. I thought those were really cool, and I wish they made more, but they haven't. And so I decided, you know what, I'll make some fan made ones. And that Christmas one I did with Bendy, I really enjoyed. I had a lot of fun making it. It was a good time, and judging by how well it's done, a lot of people seem to enjoy it. So I'm happy about that. I'm actually, you know, little spoiler, or I'm working on another Bendy cartoon right now. So I guess, yeah, it's going to be similar to the Christmas one, where it's just, you know, funny, old school cartoon shenanigans and stuff like that, you know? So, yeah, definitely doing cartoons on, like, different video game series as well. Heck, I mean, if you're looking at, you know, if you're watching the Speedpaint go off in the background, you'll notice that these characters I'm drawing are very similar to, you know, Minecraft Steve and Minecraft Alex. And you would be right, because honestly, I kind of want to make some like funny Minecraft animations. 2D ones, of course, not like the epic 3D ones that a lot of animators on YouTube do, because I'm not good in 3D animation. But I would like to do some 2D ones, and right now I'm just drawing a bunch of like different designs for what like those characters would look like, you know, because Minecraft is a very unique style. It's very blocky. But I don't really want to make just the characters like all squares the entire time. That would be not fun, not that intriguing to look at. So I'm just testing out different, you know, character designs and styles that I could do to, you know, draw Minecraft characters as. So yeah, I definitely plan on making cartoons and animations on different video game franchises and series. And as for your first question, when did you start drawing? When did I start drawing? I drew a lot as a kid. Like really early on, like I think the earliest I can remember is at least first grade. I was drawing a lot, especially like a lot of Star Wars stuff, because I had been introduced to Star Wars in first grade and I fell in love with it. So I was just drawing a bunch of like different, you know, space battles and characters fighting with lightsabers, Luke Skywalker versus Darth Vader, as well as like, you know what every kid did, just drawing yourself as a Jedi or a Sith Lord, and then fighting another person with a lightsaber. So I was drawing a lot as a kid, and then I kind of stopped when I got into middle school because the Xbox 360 entered my life and like stole a vast majority of my teenagehood. But you know, I started drawing again in like later on in high school, and then I created the YouTube channel, and here we are now. So yeah, I guess I started back when I was very young, you know. And then the next question comes from Brianna Atkins 2964, and they ask, what inspired you to create animations on this website? What inspired me? I don't know. It's kind of like the answer to the first question, honestly. I just wanted to create stuff, and you know, anybody could upload to YouTube. You know, you could just create a Google account for free and then create a YouTube channel and then start uploading, you know? And so I guess I just started doing that. To be honest, at first I didn't want to create animations and cartoons. That wasn't why I created my YouTube channel. At first it was just for fun to do like comic dubs and stuff because I like doing voices and like voice impressions and stuff. And if you like looked at a lot of my early videos, it was like dubbing Undertale comics or dubbing some Star Wars comics or whatever, you know? And then some video game stuff here and there. But honestly, I mean, everybody would love to be a video game YouTuber or whatever, but as I was doing it, I was like, it won't work for me. So, but then I started doing the FNAF stuff, and then now here I am making cartoons about FNAF and other stuff that I enjoy. Plus, I had watched a lot of YouTube as I became a teenager. I was watching a lot of Call of Duty videos back in the day, and through that, I don't know, I just saw that people were doing YouTube, and I was like, oh, this looks so much fun. And while I didn't end up doing video game stuff like them, or rather like a lot of the people that I watched, I did find the talent and skill that I do have, and I was like, well, let's take this to YouTube, and then, you know, maybe one day we could even take it to the big screen or to the home screen, aka the TV, you know, versus the little screen like the phones and computers. So yeah, I guess that's basically what inspired me. It's just all of YouTube, and then really everything that I have watched and, you know, enjoyed as a kid. You know, all those like you know, the Power Rangers or Samurai Jack, SpongeBob, the Looney Tunes, those old Mickey Mouse cartoons. Bunch of Star Wars, definitely a lot of Star Wars, Transformers, you know, just all that stuff, you know, you enjoyed as a kid. I absolutely loved it, and it just, I don't know, I guess it really helped me to find this creative side of me and want to create these stories and characters that people can enjoy, just like I enjoyed those characters. And then for our final question here, we have Sir Yellazal 6273. I apologize if I did not say that right. I am very bad with names. There's a lot of numbers at people's names. I don't know if that's just the YouTube thing or if that's people choosing the numbers, but you know, whatever, kudos to you. And their question is, I want to start a YouTube career and I want to do stuff similar to you. Please tell me what is everything I should get and use. Please be specific because I love your style and I want to do something similar. So starting off YouTube, huh? And what to get in terms of doing animations and cartoons. Well, I'm going to let you in on a little secret. My first cartoons, a lot of those early comic dubs and animated videos and whatnot, or I mean, they're not really well done animated, but I guess there's a little animation in them. All those early cartoons I made, I drew them on my phone. Yep, a lot of those early ones. The whole Twisted Freddy, almost all of Twisted Animatronics, and then everything that came in between those and before those. I drew all of that on my phone. I had a shitty, like, ball tip stylus and some crappy, actually it wasn't crappy, I found IBIS Paint. Yeah, I had IBIS Paint X on my phone, and I just drew everything on there and then edited it all in iMovie. So you don't need all this stuff. I mean, as time goes on and as you get better and better at animating and want to do more and more like impressive stuff, it's probably better to get all this good stuff. But I started off with like basically crap, basically useless stuff that's not very good, that people who do cartoons today and even in the industry would laugh if they heard that that's how I started making them, you know, or if anybody started making them. It's just not the stuff you use, but I made it work and people found it. So when it comes to art and making cartoons and animation and whatnot, it's a very tedious profession, I guess, in the sense that like it really challenges your patience and your mentality, and whether or not you truly do want to do it or not, you know, because of how long it takes and the patience that goes into having to be, you know, very detailed and get things done right, you know. And so if you're just starting off to make your own stuff, and if whether it's on YouTube or whatever, or just online, I guess, in general, I recommend not going out and buying like a $300 tablet or like a subscription-based like animated software that's like $20 a month, or don't buy like super expensive stuff. There's no need to go out and do that. I started off just using my phone. I recorded all my voices on my phone. I edited all the videos on my phone. I drew everything on my phone. You know, I really did not like. I really just used useless crap that, you know, you would think wouldn't work, and it worked for me at the time. You know. And it helped me improve, and then over time, as you know, the channel grew more and more, and I wanted to keep making more cartoons and, you know, keep improving, I started buying newer, more professional stuff that helped me, you know, like animation software like Adobe Anime, or even animation apps on the iPad like ToonSquid, which is what I use now. It's like $10, you know, and it's really, really good. I love it. I've made so many cartoons using it, and it's just really good. I absolutely love that app. But you don't need to start off with, don't go out and spend hundreds and hundreds and thousands of dollars buying all this equipment. You can just start off with just some cheap tablet, you know, and then maybe an app on the tablet or on your phone or your iPad or whatever, and then just use that, you know. Don't go out and just buy a bunch of stuff. If it turns out that you really, really like doing it and you want to keep doing it and keep improving and then keep growing your channel, or just keep improving your skills in general, then start buying, you know, the more professional and more expensive stuff. But yeah, I just used my phone for everything. You know, I just bought IBS Paint on my phone, which is like, I think $12 at the time. I had just some crappy stylus that I used. And then I just recorded everything on my phone with some voice recording app, you know? If you're starting off, you don't need, and you're not expected to make the greatest content out there. You improve over time, you know? You find your limit, and then you try to surpass it, and then you just keep doing that, and then you get better and better, and more people will enjoy your stuff, you know? So, yeah, that's basically my advice if you're just starting out. And, you know, if you have, like, I mean, drawing on your phone is pretty tough, I will admit. So, like, if you do have, like, an iPad or some sort of tablet, you know, like touchscreen tablet, then just draw on that. You know, there's a lot of art apps and whatnot, and probably some animation apps you can find on there as well. And just use that to start off with. Make stuff on that, and then over time, when you're like, oh, I really like this, and oh, people are watching my stuff and my channel's growing, then go and buy the more expensive stuff, you know? So that's my recommendations. Alright, that's all the questions I've got for this video. If you guys have questions you want to ask me, whether it's like advice on something, or my recommendation on something, or even just a funny question you just want to ask me, leave it in the comments of this video below, and I will pick it and I will answer it in a future video. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you all in the next video. Peace.